Antonio Cheeks knows his stuff. I just have to say, I've been in the fitness industry for years, and it's so refreshing to meet a person who not only has such a good knowledge base, but such a broad knowledge base. And I just say, keep it up, keep it going, and keep me in mind when you really, really blow up, because this is just the beginning.
I've been working with Antonio for almost a year now, and I don't think I've been in this good a shape for about 20 years. In fact, I went to a black tie wedding a couple of weeks ago, and I wore the tuxedo that I was married in 19 and a half years ago. And that was great, not only for me, but it was great to be able to show my wife, hey, look at me, I haven't let myself go to hell. So anyway, I feel great, and when I'm working out regularly with Antonio, I eat better, I sleep better, I move better, I feel better all day long. It's been great.
Hi, my name is JR. I'm a fireman in DC, and I'm also a personal trainer. When I started training, I had very little experience. And before I knew it, I was dealing with clients, and I really didn't know where to start. So I asked Antonio for his help. He had a class scheduled, but I asked him if he could do something a little quicker with me, and he did. Because he went through this class, I was able to turn my first assessment over into a client that immediately purchased different packages. The help that he gave me was priceless, and I would definitely recommend it for anyone that's either A, starting their business out, or B, wants to improve their business and take it to the next level, because the information is priceless.
I think Antonio does a good job of explaining things that people don't understand, and what he does when he does his presentation, it's more than just nutrition. It's about understanding the whole body of an individual who really wants to learn about themselves physically. And I think he breaks it down pretty good, as I said earlier, and I think he makes it so people can understand what he's saying.
How you doing? My name's Don Alley. I'm doing some work with fitness for about 6 years now. Started off in Washington State. When I came out to DC, I worked with a gentleman named Antonio Cheeks. What happened at that point was there was a little bit of a change in the dynamics of my training. I believe there was some of the help and guidance I needed to kind of get myself a push in the right direction. I think that looking at Antonio Cheeks at this point in my career was a very good point, a very good avenue for me to take. It's helped me kind of work on my sales, helped me kind of work a little bit on expressing myself towards my clientele, and also using my charisma and character to help me build. If I was you and I was looking to make some changes on coaching, I would definitely look at Antonio Cheeks.
So I think some of the biggest takeaways from working with Antonio is that I can really feel proud of myself after sessions with him. I work and I study, and I come and I meet him at 6:30 at night, and he's got the biggest smile on his face, and that motivates me to get back into it, to sweat, to cry a little, but in the end I'm actually seeing results. So I think one of the biggest takeaways is definitely having that motivation that I wasn't finding on my own. Another takeaway I would say with working with Antonio Cheeks has a lot to do with finding inspiration within myself. A lot of the things that he tells me, which are little, like, you can do it, come on soldier, little things that maybe wouldn't mean too much to the next person, really mean a lot to me. And I think that he has looked into who I am, he's heard me, he's seen me in action, and so he knows what I need just to get that one more push or one more step up and kick it up a notch. So that's another takeaway that I would say really helps me to feel like I'm doing something, that I'm not in here in vain. So those are definitely the takeaways that I get from him. I would definitely say that I would recommend him to people who are around my age. I'm 26. Got out of it a little bit, got out of the exercise regimen, but it's never too late to get back into it. So the young people who are starting to go out and party and forgetting about their health, I think it's really important that you talk to Antonio and tell him about your goals, because I'm sure you have certain goals for your future like I do. And so I really feel like I'm attaining those goals even in the 5 weeks that I've been with him, and I've already gone down from a 12 to a 10 in a dress size. So I'm really impressed, and I've got a lot more to do. So I'm sure people who need that You know, just that extra push, I would definitely recommend it to.
How you doing? My name's JR. I'm making a second follow-up video. I'm referencing the program that I learned from Antonio, which was client-based, client relationship. It's been approximately 3 months since I've been following the program step by step by step, and I went from having 0 clients to I have 13 clients that I work with, sometimes 2-3 times a week. In addition to that, I have a successful boxing class where I had 12 people in the first group, and now I'm going to have between 15 and 20 with my second group. And I've done all of this based on the program that I learned from Antonio, some of the leadership and how to connect with people, and I followed it systematically, time by time by time. So I'm telling you that Antonio knows what he's doing, and follow the program and you'll succeed.
Hello, my name is Darlene Mitchell. I am a certified personal trainer, certified boot camp instructor. I'm a certified Zumba instructor and sports nutritionist. And I am currently in the middle of my grand opening of my first fitness studio. But I wanted to take the time out to make sure you knew how incredibly important Antonio E. Cheeks is to me. Mr. Cheeks is my business consultant and my coach. Had it not been for Antonio, I seriously doubt if I would be in the place I am today. As I said, I'm in the middle of my grand opening, and Mr. Cheeks had a lot to do with this grand opening. This man has infinite wisdom with basic ideas that are profound. Oftentimes in business, you get so caught up in the matter of business, you kind of lose the commonality of things that make sense. And Antonio has a niche for breaking complex things down to making it simple and plain, where you can understand it and where you can apply it. He is an awesome listener and objective, which is critical, because in business you don't want a fan club that just agrees with everything you say or do. You really need someone who can give you sound advice, whether you like it or not, because that's going to make the difference between a successful entrepreneur and someone who's just in business. Antonio's job, really, he thrives on seeing people successful. Very humble man. So he celebrates with you. Every milestone that I made, he celebrated as if it was his milestone. This man has coached me through some very difficult times and some very happy times, and I really just cannot imagine being in business without him somewhere in my universe. He's that critically important. So I encourage you to contact or to maintain your relationships with Antonio E. Cheeks. It will be the best time and the best money spent toward the success of your business.